I say it's gonna work.
I say I'm hitting the live button.
Hit the button.
I say we're 55 minutes late, and it might only get worse from here. I also want to say thanks to the people that are still here. Been here for about 55 minutes. Waiting for this thing to go down any second as I talk. Been here for about 55 minutes, testing this and going through router logs and all this bullshit. I just want to say first and foremost, the issue is not resolved because it only happens when we all get together in the Discord room when there are people at least waiting in the stream. So over the past week, I've tested it for hours and hours and not had any issues. I made some adjustments and then, tested it and didn't have any issues at all. I figured maybe that was the fix. But apparently, if we're here together in the talk room here and we're streaming, then the issues start to pop up. And that's at all resolutions, all bit rates. It doesn't really matter. So first and foremost, there's someone in the chat that knows what the fuck's going on, or if you know what's happening, please reach out to me on Twitter or whatever, right? I don't know if this is going to stay up. This is kind of like we don't know if the shit's going to work podcast, but we want to at least give you an explanation because you guys waited for about an hour, and that's, I'm sorry, I apologize. Just didn't think it would be that long. So now it's going to be really hard to see if things are going to be moving, but I guess, hey, again, if you know what's happening, if you know how to help me out, it's only happening when we're all here in the Discord thing, talking together, streaming and testing it privately, unlisted, didn't have this issue at all. So, yeah, again, if you know what's happening, please help me out. I do appreciate it. And, man, it's kind of a first. We've had this kind of show going for years. We've had all kinds of different hardware running the show. It all worked. All kinds of different internets running the show. It all worked. Now we're having this weird issue that I just can't really explain and I've never really dealt with and didn't even know that it wasn't fixed until now because it's a very specific scenario that activates the problem. So, again, guys, thank you for hanging in there. You guys want to introduce yourselves? What do you want to do today? How do you want to do this, huh?
Well, my name is D-Batch, and I have not played games in 3 weeks. I have retired from playing games, and I will now just play card games and board games with my kids.
Uno, bitch.
Hi, D-Batch.
Hey, welcome, Punk. So thanks for sitting here for an hour and and tolerating this shit. How you been?
Hey, I've been doing good, man. Glad to be back on the show, and I'm just glad it's not me causing you the problems.
Oh, it's definitely not, Punk. So you cause nobody any problems whatsoever. Hey, Fonzarelli, buddy, how you been?
Zoka is a toddler.
I just want to say shout out to Zocker. I know he's going through it right now, COVID and all. So, it's too bad. But I'm doing great. I am here to hopefully talk about this stuff. We were having RDX behind the scenes. Let's be honest. Like we were talking about all the topics and everything. I wish you guys could have heard because there was a lot of energy there. Hopefully we still bring it. So let's go, man.
Yeah. Again, shout out to Zalker. He's got COVID, so he'll be back hopefully next week. We wish him the best, of course. He's awesome. Tim Dog, brother, how you been?
I'm very good. Happy with my job, playing some video games here and there. With the problem with this, hopefully we get it cleared. I think that we'll get it cleared. But thanks everyone for sticking by and standing by. We'll get to the most prominent subject, I'm sure. And let's have a good show. Or whatever is left of it, just bear with us.
Okay.
Yeah. It's stable so far. If it does go down, guys, if it does fuck up, refreshing the page will not necessarily help you. Like it'll go down and then it'll just kind of buffer and then come back. Yeah. So if you want to watch what we're gonna end up fucking putting on, whatever it is, then you definitely, it'll come back. It just takes 10, 15, 20 seconds sometimes. And what were you saying, Dave?
I will say though, it looks, from my point of view here, it looks pretty good, man.
Jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Well,
don't talk about it.
Truth be told, it was screwing up before we even got to this point. Okay. So I think we're going to have a good show.
Topics.
So we're going to go positive energy.
Topics.
Hey, let me, I'm a little off today because of all this shit, trying to deal with this stuff and figure out what the fuck's happening. By the way, Gamer by Choice says your show notes leaked to Sony and they tried to shut you down. Do appreciate it, brother. And any other super chats, guys, sorry, I probably didn't see them. If we end up staying live, then I'll try to get to those as well. I'll try to find them. I got to give a shout out to Hargeek, Boba Fett. We've got Reluctant Dodo. We got Nerdy Meathead. We got Dub Mobile, Ruben Almighty, Dave Incubus, Ricky Falam, Fault Lines, Not Silent, Bad Boy Live, Achievement, Nano Polymath, Zordon, Costanza, KY Bob, Goose 8402, Strike Khalifa, Assassin Lupa. Our best wishes for Assassin Lupa. I haven't heard from her in a while, but last I heard she was okay. Foreign Object, Gab, Quisteo, John Blue, Vecboss, Real Deal Neil, Suicide King, Stacey Genie, Michael Bond, Guillermo Cabillo, All Might, Dark CMF, and Alfonso Hogan. You guys are freaking amazing. You know what's not amazing? Is Sony being a bunch of little businessmen. They's raising the price of the damn PS5. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but they did raise the price in certain territories to what is basically equivalent to about $50 for global economic environment reasons. And I'm just confused. I'm confused, Fonzarelli, because last I checked, we was in a global economical environment here in the United States with plenty of inflations and whatnot, and it's still the same damn price.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, in those other regions,
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I know those things.
No, I know.
You know, at this point, I would honestly, at this point, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Are we back? Oh,
Hey,
we're back.
Newsflash chat, we got to figure this shit out.
Yeah, we do. We do. But anyway,
yeah.
as I was saying, I think part of the reason why they didn't up the price here is because Xbox being, some real competition here this generation, it doesn't make any other sense aside from that, because we are going through the same economic situation that other countries are. Really doesn't make sense there. But I think that this just proves that Sony is pretty tone deaf this generation. They've been doing some things lately that just really don't make sense, and it's pissed off even a lot of fans out there of the brand, myself included. I just don't understand some of the things they're doing. You've got this price increase. You've got the fact that they are talking more about TV and film more than creating IP these days, and that's a little odd. I know they want to make more money. They've got the division to do it, but hey, you've got gamers to feed. Again, you've got this show that they've announced recently that they're going to have on the 8th, I believe, and I think they're going to try to wash away all that negativity by showing you something cool. And mark my words, you're going to have fanboys out there saying, this is why we pay a premium for Sony. This is why. After the 8th. It's going to be ridiculous, but you're going to get those people. I don't forget like that. I think it's really bad. Sony has been pretty anti-consumer this generation, and it's really showing.
Think?
Yeah.
I got to say this real quick, man.
Yeah,
I don't
toxic.
understand why anybody is surprised. Sony is the type of company that will gouge their consumer base. Like they're doing it with The Last of Us. Like the States, you're right. It's going through inflation. It's going through all the different things that the rest of the world is going through. Yet they're not raising the price because they know in the States people are going to be very vocal about it and they're going to get blowback. Whereas these smaller territories, they feel like you don't matter as much and that you won't speak up as much, and it won't give them a bad look or a bad take on the situation. That's why they're raising it there. Like in Canada, most Canadians were pretty polite. So most guys aren't going to rage and go on Twitter and say, screw Sony and all this stuff. They're just going to either not buy it or buy it and complain when they're taking it home. And I just think it makes no sense. First of all, your console is very hard to find now. I don't know what's going on in the manufacturing part of things. We've alluded to the frequencies maybe being a problem with some of these chips, and they got to throw them out because some of the chips aren't reaching the proper frequencies that they need. But something's going on in their production line. So you don't have enough consoles out there. And on top of that, you're going to raise the price. And in some regions, like my region in Canada, the PlayStation 5 is already more expensive before the price hikes than the Xbox Series X, which is a more powerful system. And now you're going to raise it on top of that. It just makes no sense. You're getting the same chips from AMD that Microsoft is getting from AMD. So what is the real reason that you're raising the price? I think it's because they're not making as much money as they want to from the lack of PlayStation availability. And I think just other factors like maybe not having as many exclusives as they would like to have at this point in the generation. I don't know, but the one thing I do know is that it's bad for consumers, and people need to speak up on this and stop taking it just because it's Sony. It's wrong. It should. There's no reason why it should be raised. We have GPUs that are out now that are being lowered in price because they got to get rid of them. So the shortage is almost pretty much over. So why are you raising the price, Sony?
Yeah, Sony.
Well,
Good points.
honestly, you look at what happened after the Activision deal was announced. I fully believe that knocked them on their ass as far as, I heard personally that when that happened, that deal happened, and, that they were like holding meetings and they were really struck by what went on. But not only that, they lost, what was it, 20, I don't know if it was 20, it was a lot of money. Their stock dropped 20% right after that. So that's the way they started off the year. And they've been getting hit hard. They're definitely getting hit hard by what's going on, the supply line and the raising prices in these the silicon and everything that goes along with it. But what happened here is that they said, hey, they didn't read the room, and they're completely tone deaf, I have to say. And they said, let's push the prices onto the consumer, and they won't know, or they'll get over it. But they really kind of messed with a bee's nest here. And I honestly feel I've never dealt with something like that, or has dealt with it. But they've made mistakes. It went down again.
Yeah, it's buffering.
I think I need to just delete the whole program.
Yeah, it's over. You can't even make points.
Yeah, you can't. And then it kills your momentum, and you're fucking thinking about that the whole time. So if we learned anything today, it's that testing shit don't mean shit unless you have the same exact parameters around it that you do when the problem's happening. And also,
I think, yeah,
Who knows?
you're right.
see, right now
it's
it's kilobytes per second. It literally says 0 red, but I can hear you guys perfectly fine. And that's why I think it's the program.
You're botting a little bit.
Yeah. I think getting rid of the program, re-downloading it is probably the best thing. Which one are you using, by the way? There's 2 different OBSs.
I'm gonna just set up the newer one that you're using, I think.
Well, mine is a program that's based off OBS, but it's not OBS.
Streamlabs, right?
No, it's called Ecamm. It's for Mac.
We're back. We're back.
Ecamm.
Yeah.
We are live.
What kind of cams are you watching on there, Fonz?
The kind that show a lot of feet. No, I'm just kidding.
Feet with pork and beans.
Yeah.
Hey,
not Jez.
Hey, chat. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but
They can.
I'm really 3 ducks in a man costume. Also, don't laugh at
I thought
that.
you were a skeleton.
Also, time on this planet is limited, chat, and you don't want to spend that time dealing with OBS's stupid shit. So if you have dealt with it before, you can help me out a little bit. And I can't believe we actually have people watching the damn show with all these issues and how late it is right now. But I just want to say, I want to say thanks for watching, guys. There's no fucking way in hell that we get through this show. Because every time we get through a point, this happens, and then I've got to damage control the fucking show, the whole time, and it's not fun for me. Also, I really hate keeping you guys hanging when we're having all these issues. I will, it depends. Who was making the point last time? We were just talking. Who was just talking?
Tim.
Stupid.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Tim said he had to leave real quick, so he was gonna be right back.
It's not a bandwidth issue, guys. I'll say it again if anybody wasn't here before or is here now. It's only doing this whenever all of us are in the chat room, right? The Discord chat room, and there's people waiting in the chat. It tested this for hours before by myself on an unlisted link. Not one fucking dropped frame. Now, this shit, look at it.
Weird, man.
It doesn't matter what resolution. It doesn't matter what bitrate. I'm at the lowest bitrate the show's ever been at right now. That's how high the bitrate was before. Quality. Just yeah, I don't think it's any of that shit. I don't know what it is. It doesn't do this when it's just me testing. It's just in this scenario right now with people in the chat room right now, including the panel. That's when this happens. So again, if you know what's happening, you can hit me up on Twitter at @dealer_gaming. And there's also an email in that bio where you can reach me as well. But right now, you can actually be heard, Pongsoul. I would like to hear from you because you're a guest and you're getting fucked over right now. But hey, what do you think about some of this price hike stuff and how shitty the stream is?
Tim said it perfectly. They chose the investors over the consumer, which you never want to do. Jim Ryan could have saved his PR team and his attorneys a lot of time writing that blog post, and they could have just come out and said, we're raising the price of the PS5 because we're dicks. But you already know that. That's exactly what they did in this scenario. There was ways they could have obviously worked out those losses. They admitted that they were making record profits and that they were making a profit off of the PS5 themselves already. And they could easily absorb these costs that everybody, including us as consumers, are now facing. But they chose not to. And again, they had already put out their projections. They had already put out, their profit margins, and they didn't want to miss those because their stock already took hit earlier this year. So they decided to go that route instead, and it's complete BS. Again, we all understand basic business. We don't need to be explained to about macroeconomics or whatever else you want to throw in our faces. This
Dumb
is
fuck economics. Yeah.
This is straight up from the consumer side of things. We can't put up with this without saying something. And this is what you get when you have a bunch of people who run around and do defend $70 games constantly. And it just makes it easier on the companies to make these types of decisions when these come up. And again, all you got to do is look at the fact that they did not raise the US price. Okay. They didn't raise it worldwide. They raised it everywhere but the US. Why? Because they're in the biggest battle right here, in the United States. So therefore they chose everybody else to say, nah, over there, we're still really popular. So guess what? They'll be willing to pay that extra money. No problem. Even if we lose some people, we can't even meet all that demand. So guess what? We're just going to go ahead and do it and take advantage of all those people and their loyalty that they have in all those other countries. And again, no matter how you want to slice it, dice it, it's not going to face the consequences. Now, how much that is, we'll see. But this is another black eye. They've had a few to start this generation, but this is just one more right now.
Yep. How many black eyes can you get? I mean, fuck.
Doesn't it seem like Jim and company is turning into the Don Matrick of Sony? Like, it's kind of weird, man.
That's a little toxic, Fonz.
A little toxic.
Just a little bit.
Yes. Want me to get toxic? I'll get toxic.
Shit.
Sony sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
So, again, I mean, the price hike's kind of a big deal. Now, what if I told you that this price hike was... Oh, the stream's going out again. Great. What if I told you that the stream was going out again? What would you guys say?
I would say I believe
it.
I
believe it 100%.
I believe it. Oh, man.
This is like... this is quality right here, man. This right here.
It's amazing.
This is podcast heaven.
It is gone from high quality to sometimes not working.
Beautiful. Yo, look at the chat. You see that guy Skippy with the buffering?
Oh my God.
I gotta say though, you guys sticking around through all of this, you guys really are the best audience, man.
Yeah, they really are. They missed the show, dude. Like, I had people hit me up saying,
we're back.
Where's RDX? So
we're back.
Glad that we're...
Sorry for the difficulties. We're back. And without missing a step, who was talking?
Right, we fall down the fucking stairs, D. Like,
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Again, this is why it sucks. And I just don't want to sit here, like, bitching about it the whole time because I just... we gotta end it, or we gotta try it. What do you guys want to do? Fuck.
This could be one for the archives, man. I say let's just keep going. It's a beautiful train wreck.
I don't know. I hear it. I hear it every time it goes down. Fonz is just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. I can't either, man. It sucks.
Yeah,
RD not.
It's but we're trying to push through because we care. We know people do care about the show, and you know that we feel bad. We do. We feel bad.
I will say, you look like you're having a lot of fun playing Saints Row. That's for sure.
I'm playing a lot of Saints Row right now. Even though got some
It's a
bugs.
piece of shit game.
The co-op's, finally starting to work, kind of.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. And
I have not been able to experience it.
it's just dumb fun. It's better than I expected it to be. Maybe maybe I just thought it was gonna be dog shit. And it's only dog shit. But if
It
you really
pretty
like
much
Saints Row,
is.
you'll probably like it.
Yeah, I like dumb fun.
Yeah.
It's dog shit. It really is. But it's okay. I mean, there's some fun to be had there. But yeah, the shape it came out in, and like I see, you haven't experienced what I have, dealer. When I go into the menu system, it freezes up on me all the time, and I got to restart the game. So that's happened multiple times already, and it's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to deal with that.
That's
but-
no good.
Yeah, but the game itself, it is. It's Saints Row, I guess. It's just wacky, stupid fun. Run around the city and shoot things and run these little missions. The missions aren't that great to me either, but whatever. It's a sandbox game. I'm dealing with it. I'm having fun with it because there's nothing else to play for me right now. So it is what it is. But weren't we talking about Sony, really? I mean, come on. See, everybody's
Perfect segue,
energy
nothing to
levels
play
kinda
with.
like
Interesting.
everybody just kind of tanked.
So I'm looking at the settings and stuff here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's telling me that again, these fucking settings haven't really been messed with. So I don't know why this is a problem now, but it's telling me that there are some issues that I can actually fix here.
Ooh, delayed troubleshooting. Awesome.
Troubleshooting is a strong word. Okay, I'm just telling you that the shit's happening and there's words on the screen, and so I want you guys to keep going though. I'm trying to make progress here.
Okay.
It's fun. Pretend like everything's magical and I don't know. You got the best mustache on the block.
Since I've been out of the loop for a little bit, what is the media saying about this price hike? Is it all things are normal and Sony can do no wrong?
They're saying some bad things about it. They're definitely going after Sony for it, right now. But again, I foresee them having a show coming up. The rumor is they're going to have one on the 8th, and when they do, I'm telling you, people are going to be very forgiving. Same with the media, and it's going to be one of those things where they just sweep it under the rug. This is why we love Sony so much. Did you see that game they showed? And it's going to be something like that. It always is. And for some reason, they can forgive Sony very easily with Xbox. It lingers on for years. Whenever they do something wrong, and it's very odd, but that's the case. D. It's always been that way.
Yeah, if this was Microsoft, oh my gosh, they would have been in so much shit, man.
Yeah, we heard us think about it for like the first 3 days, or no, the first
they
2
waited
days.
they waited for the statements, right, Fonz? They waited for the Xbox
Yeah.
and the Nintendo statements, and then they wrote their articles. But the fact that they are writing their articles does show a little bit of movement that we've seen this generation, right? So it is promising that they at least wrote the articles. I don't deny what you're saying, Fonz, that once they have their show, it's all going to be back to normal again, rainbows and unicorns everywhere for Sony, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens. But the fact that those articles were written after the statements of Xbox
Yep.
and Nintendo confirming that they weren't planning a price hike, that that does show that there is a little bit of those black eyes showing up.
Of course.
Mainstream media never would have touched it earlier.
And the fact that the news dropped about the price hike at like 2 a.m. In the States, that was crazy. Because I was actually working. I was at work, and I got a notification, and I looked at it, and I'm like, what? There's a price hike. And I looked on Twitter, and there was a couple of people that were up, and they were posting about it, and I was like, This is going to be very interesting in the morning when people get up. Yeah, it was interesting, but it's like people really put up a stink about it the first 24 hours, and then it was like gone. Like nobody really gave a shit after that, you know.
because it didn't take place in America.
Yeah. No,
They were
that's
like,
true.
it sucks, but you know what?
And what do you
It's not
think
going to
about
really
that?
affect our bottom line.
What do you think about people saying that we shouldn't say anything because it doesn't affect us?
No, it's anti-consumer. There's no real reason for them to raise the price of the PlayStation 5.
Facts.
It's bullshit. So you got to call a spade a spade. I was surprised that a lot of people didn't complain about Oculus too. The Meta Quest, like they raised it a freaking $100. Like 2 years after the thing came out, they raised it a freaking $100. And lo and behold, a few weeks later, a month later, Sony's doing the same thing with the PlayStation 5. Coincidence?
Yeah, you know, the thing is from my point of view anyway, I totally lost my train of thought. Sorry. Go ahead, Pong. I know you wanted to say something. I'll jump back in.
Yeah, I was just going to say it is important for us to speak up in the United States because that gives them pause.
Yeah.
Again, when you don't speak up or you justify these types of moves, even if it's not happening where you currently are, they look at that or can look at that. I'm not saying Sony cares that much about the community, but they can look at that and say, oh, well, they're not saying much. You know, we could probably make that happen there as well down the road. And so you have to speak up wherever it occurs because when it comes to that time for those decisions, they have to know that there's already a shitstorm waiting for them if they make that move.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I remember now. The fact that, you know, they just said last year that they were making a profit on the PlayStation 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had come out and said they were making a profit. Now it's like, okay, so where are you at with that? Like you're claiming the inflation prices and stuff, but D was going on record as saying that, you know, those prices are actually coming down now. But where are they at? Are they breaking even? Are they really losing anything? Are they just making a little bit and they want to go back to making as much as they were? Like, I want to know the greed level here, okay? Because that's what it comes down to. It's greed, period.
Well,
I know what it is, honestly.
Even funnier though, they're coming out with another revision on the same day the prices are going up in September. So they're already on their third revision, and they're making a lighter version of the PS5. That's already been confirmed.
Oh,
so
really? I didn't know
cheaper. Yes.
Yeah, that's in the topics. Yeah. Well, what if I told you that they were building a newer PS5 that was substantially lighter? It's not just a little bit. Like it's the digital one now is basically weighs as much as the new disc one, and that's kind of notable. And that's copper and other shit they probably taken out of there. And
wait. So is this a new digital one, or is this?
It's a disc one that's as light as the discless one.
Oh, okay.
So
it's the same footprint. It's still a big ass. You know.
Point is every time they do that, there's been a few revisions already. Every time they have a new revision, it's to cut costs.
Yeah.
And then they raise the price $50 everywhere, but America. And, a few other regions, right?
But one of the points I was making behind the scenes with D is the fact that here in America, even in, other countries, right now you're paying for bundles. You're not paying for just the console. You can't go into GameStop and buy just the console. You have to get it with Horizon Forbidden West of all games, right? A game that they make themselves and publish themselves. They're packing it in with the console, charging you another $50 on top of that. So you're not really paying just $500 for a console in the US either. You're paying for that bundle. And that's how they get you.
To add to what Pong was saying, what you were saying.
Prices should, because when they say, "Oh, we're making it lighter," what they're really saying is we're making it cheaper for us to build as well. It's bullshit, man. For them to up the price like this 2 years in.
Those is facts.
It is facts.
I'm still multitasking here. Hey, Pong,
we're buffering.
Oh, we're buffing. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nope, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
So we were buffering during half your speech, probably.
Probably.
And what a perfect time. The character on screen is putting his head on the pillow.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Face down.
This is the depression mission, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's depression.
this is how RDX feels right now, right on
Yeah.
the screen.
It's great.
That's us, man.
Bind to IP address.
Bind.
Yeah,
You were
I
gonna
mean,
say something though, bro.
Is that the next topic?
bind to IP address. I don't think so. I think the next topic is some other shit I'm trying to find right now that I can't. There we go. That we can try to move forward and whatnot. Let me scroll up a little bit. Hey, by the way, guys, I don't know. Again, I don't know if this shit's gonna stay up on the channel or not. It's kind of a clusterfuck, more than usual. So, just let us know if you want to be able to keep these things up either way in the chat. As I stall. By the way, some of the other things that Sony just bought a new studio, right? They say, welcome Savage Game Studios to PlayStation Studios family. This is a smaller team, obviously based in Germany, I do believe. Maybe it's 2 locations, but they specialize in mobile games. And just for the record, others that they have acquired recently, Insomniac, House Marquee, Nixus, Firesprite. You got Fabric Games, now part of Firesprite, Blue Point Games. You got Valkyrie Entertainment, Haven Studios, whatever that is. Bungie,
yeah.
Savage Game Studios. So they've acquired, and they didn't even count Crunchyroll in there. I'm kind of impressed, but they've acquired quite a few studios. They're just, seem to be a little bit less notable in my opinion. But Savage Games, have you guys ever heard of them? You ever played a cell phone game?
What is Savage
No,
Games? What is
never.
what
Boot
are
up
they
Tetris
about?
on your phone. They might have made it. They might have put that port there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up just for the record.
Anything?
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't done anything. I don't think they've made a game yet.
Oh. Well, how come
Yeah.
somebody was
think
talking
they were
about them
created
being a
in
mobile
2020.
division?
Yeah, but they're
because
they're mobile
that's what
games.
they
They're going to
created for.
specialize in mobile games.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mobile.
I think they formed in like 2020, so they haven't even put out.
They're taking a long time to assemble.
Think about that, guys. I mean, all right. So the Sony goes ahead and follows suit with this whole Game Pass style of service. I mean, they had their first the PS Now thing, but they're starting to implement more newer titles within and stuff like that with the PlayStation Premium.
Great.
Eventually, they will go to day and date. I know that'll happen eventually.
So
But
here's
right
one
now,
here's one
They
thing.
go into mobile.
Hmm?
So, now it's mobile. Like, whoa, what are they doing? They're trying to do so many different things right now, right?
Yeah, they're trying to go into mobile. By the way, the hardware accelerated GPU scheduler. It says critical here next to it, and mine was on. I turned it off. I turned it off, but I got to restart my computer for that to apply. But that was saying it was a critical issue, and it was on. So I have turned that off, and who knows that that's going to do shit, but apparently it's a bug caused by a recent Windows update or something.
I'm hoping this is the issue.
Well, fuck. I mean, hopefully. I just wish I could restart my computer and jump back in the stream,
Sometimes when it's asking you to restart, it's actually applied it, but it still wants you to restart. So I think you might be fine.
Right.
I really doubt that.
Sometimes
Okay.
it does.
Because I've already disabled it and it's gone down since. So I don't know. But what we do know is that Sony are buying those big studios. They're trying to compete.
Huge, massive.
They're trying to compete, and we got to applaud them for that. You've definitely got to compete.
Yeah.
Tell me, Bonds, is there anything else? T, is there anything else? Pong, is there anything else they could buy that would actually fucking be anywhere comparable to this?
No,
to
they
what
can't.
Microsoft are doing?
This is the biggest deal that's ever going to go down. I thought Bethesda was big. Like this is crazy with Activision. And who else is left? EA is left. I saw something the other day. I told you guys I've been out the loop, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw the other day that EA is being purchased by Amazon. So
Yeah, that was-
who else
those
is
were
left
rumors.
after that?
They
That
were
lasted
shot
5
down.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that lasted
here's-
5 minutes, D-bet.
Here's
Oh,
the
okay,
thing
okay.
about that though. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So there were talks. There had to be something going on there. Amazon is at least looking, right? And that is scary. And Sony should take note because if Amazon were to acquire EA, that makes them a very big player in this space. They jump up tenfold. Sony can't compete with the money that Amazon or Microsoft has, and that would be a nightmare for them. And That's why they ran out and bought Savage Studios, because they need to compete, people. Man, I don't know what they're going to do, man, because they do not have the capital to compete with these major players. Again, I think Amazon, that rumor was shot down. I still think that there was something there, and I wouldn't be surprised if something doesn't come up about this later on.
I'm not even mad at the Savage Games for their mobile division. I think that is actually really good. I think they need to compete. The mobile, like, we laugh at it because we don't play
In the mobile
games,
space,
but,
yeah.
But it makes a lot of money, and it's going to help keep the lights on and hopefully fund future games. So I think it's a good thing. But as far as them, I think they blew their load buying Bungie. I think that they spent way too much buying Bungie. That, even if some of these other companies are available, I don't think they can handle the price tag for them. So I don't think there's anything big that they can buy to combat what Microsoft is doing with Activision. And I'm saying it like a broken record because I want people to go back in time and rewind it all the times that I said it. But when Microsoft has this all in motion, it's just going to be games coming out after games after games after games, and Game Pass will be the biggest service, the biggest thing in gaming. I really see this.
I would agree with
Sony
you
sees
about
it too.
Bungie. I would agree with you about Bungie if we were just talking about Destiny 2. If it was just about Destiny, yeah, I would say, hey, they overpaid and they can't handle, that type of, expense. Just for Destiny, I get that. But I think along with Destiny 2, they have some new IP they've been creating for some time now. They also have the wherewithal to make some pretty decent shooters and stuff. And if they do help their other studios there at Sony build and create some awesome things, that would be amazing for them. I think, and I think they will. So
I agree with you, but once again, the price tag, like,
it is
Bungie's a good studio. They make pretty good games, but I just don't think they're proven to the scope of what is expected of them. Like, I hope they deliver. Maybe they will deliver. I'm not saying they won't or they can't. I'm just simply saying the bet that Sony put on it for the price tag that they paid just wasn't worth it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. They paid a lot. I think everyone knows that. We've even had developers on the show and mentioning that as well. By the way, how the fuck do we have 800 people watching right now? Honestly, we're having all these fucking problems, guys. Again, thank you very much for sticking around and rocking out with us. If you haven't, consider hitting the like button. I'll leave this show up since it's gone on long enough. The last week's show was 20 minutes and 25 minutes. It kept fucking up. We'll just power through a bit more, and I'll leave it up just to kind of explain what's happening and to, again, ask for any kind of guidance from internet Yodas out there that know what the fuck they're doing with all this DNS binding bullshit. And is it possible for someone else to cause this issue for me? Like, is it very weird that when we get into a topic, the shit drops? Or is it just fucking random bad luck? Do we need a new program? Do we have to, fire Tim Dog? What's happening?
I think you solved it, man. I think once you reboot, I think you should be fine for next week. I think you found the culprit.
I'm really praying
again,
for that, dude.
not hardware related at all. My CPU is at 5%. Threadripper's going strong. Everything's on the super fast
and your
SSDs.
Internet is great. Your internet's
gigabyte.
great.
I just I want to know what happened to my internet. I bought. I miss it, and I don't know what's happening. I feel like we need marriage counseling.
Hopefully, it was that critical error. So,
well, again, I don't know. It
really
says you need
now.
to restart to apply that stuff, but I don't think that's applied yet. Honestly, I think the internet is just
not
weird.
Hopefully, after you'll apply it and it'll be good.
It'll be applied. And by the way, this is Saints Row running on Series X and playing co-op. And this is footage I used last week, but we didn't get to really do a show last week. But this is before the game's released, before the 16 gig day one patch or the day two patch. Keep that in mind. It's a little less worse now, but it's still got bugs. If you like Saints Row and you want to play a game or you're bored, I think it's a no-brainer, but just know what you're in for. Maybe look into some reviews and stuff like that.
Is it a cheaper game or is it full price?
It's full price, D-Batch.
$60.
Yeah, it's whatever that is. I shall be waiting.
Well, wait for some bug fixes at the very least. That's what I was telling people. I don't recommend buying it right now as is, but if they fix that pesky bug where you go into the menu and it gets stuck sometimes, then, then maybe if you like Saints Row.
Perhaps. But we do have a few other interesting things to talk about here, by the way. Not only did Sony raise the price and basically, of course, the radical frauds damage controlled it, as predictably so, but then they're simultaneously releasing the CFI 1200 revision that makes it even cheaper to produce. And Xbox confirm a few different. They got to release something, and they're releasing Pentiment and Grounded this year. They say November 15th for Pentiment. It'll be available on Game Pass, and then the full Grounded experience releases coming on September 27th. Fonz, I know you're all over this shit.
No, they've got third-party games coming like Atomic Heart this year. Apparently, supposedly by December, that's coming out.
Who said that?
Oh, it's a tentative date.
Oh, God. Good luck on that.
The devs said that they were still planning on 2022.
Yeah. Playing all day long.
Hey, I'm hoping. Bro, I am so hoping that game drops this year because, again, that was one of the highlights from Gamescom for me. Just that little trailer they put out a couple days after opening night. I think they should have ended with that on opening night. I think that would have been such a killer title to end with, but they didn't, sadly. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that game.
They showed so much at Gamescom. I even saw AEW Fight Forever. I was like, what the hell, man? The guys that made the original wrestling games on the Super Nintendo, THQ and Ukes, they came together and they're making that game, and it's going to play like the old school No Mercy game. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, man. They showed so much at Gamescom, man. Jeez.
Chat, let us know if you're excited for Pentiment and Grounded. And be honest. Be honest in the chat now. We don't want none of that bullshit.
Be honest. Don't. Yeah.
Because Fonz will come out and attack each and every one of you if you're excited for any of that.
Yeah. I have to tell Colt not to even answer because we already know he's been playing Grounded forever. So
hey, say what you will, but maybe you're a Grounded fan. Me, I'm like, Xbox has nothing this year. That's basically where I'm at. But again, next year, third parties. Thank God for third parties. We'd be super fucked without third parties. Even Saints Row, perfect game at a perfect time, because if there was almost absolutely anything else to play, I certainly probably wouldn't be playing this.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's fun though. Like I feel bad saying it because the game is fun. It's got a lot of customization and stuff. Like it's like, I don't know.
That's saying a lot too, and you can't really say anything. I mean, you can't go too far with Xbox because there's really nothing on PlayStation right now either. It's Saints Row. I I what else you got? I mean, you've got the remaster coming out.
Lethal said, "Hell no!"
Of a remaster. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, shout out to the moderators of the stream, Lethal Papa, Boss Man Lethal Papa, and others. Thanks for not that you really have to because we've already banned all the crackheads for the most part. But thanks for rocking out with us in the stream and all that, and putting up a lot of bullshit. Shout out to over 900 people watching us live, guys. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two we're live as we do navigate through the seas of shitty fucking dog shit internet problems that we don't know are fixed or not.
Hey, dealer.
What?
A few people in the chat are saying they're looking forward to Scorn.
Scorn, yeah. That game is... I'm looking forward to playing it. I don't know if it's going to be great or not. None of us do, but it looks like nightmare fuel. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, man, it looks pretty crazy.
Looking forward to trying it.
Try not, man.
But I don't
know
about
looks Hellraiser-esque.
I don't know about actually like really enjoying it just because just the setting and everything doesn't look all that great to me. I don't know. There's something about it like just kind of weird, very weird.
Yes,
but,
what was it? The umbilical cord sucking or the fucking? I mean, what was it that gave that impression?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thirsty.
But I'm going to try it, right? It's in Game Pass, so I'm going to try it. And who knows? Maybe if it turns out to be a great game, that'll be a good little surprise. So I'll be happy with that. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I mean,
a lot of people are H.R. Geiger fans, though, right? And there's a lot of people that it's not going to be for everybody. It's one of those weird ones where some people look at it and go, ugh, no. And then there's other people that look at it, like myself, because I like Geiger's art, that just want to try it for that simple fact. So I think there is going to be, some fans out there for sure of Scorn. So I think it's it's definitely going to have its moment.
Somebody likes tentacle porn here on the panel.
And you'll never guess which two of us it is.
Yeah, that's your fault that you think that way,
PG-13 punk soul.
Yep.
Well, right now the connection is green still. Somebody's like, I think they fixed it. I really doubt that. But again, let's. You were mentioning Scorn. You were mentioning Atomic Heart. That game, you didn't even mention maybe you did. You didn't even mention the fucking graphics of that game. Now.
No, we really didn't touch on that. It looks amazing. It looks like something that is finally leaving last gen behind. To be honest, it looks really good. The particle effects and everything that's going on. I think that's the crazy thing. It's like the lighting, the particle effects, the look of the guns, the animations, the overall smoothness of the game, the frame rate and everything. Everything looks so incredible in that game. It blew me away. I was like, wow, this is what we need like right now. And I don't know if it's because we don't have anything like that right now. We've been so dry for the longest time, but that really excited me. Like just seeing that trailer, I watched it like 9 times that night and I was like, I can't get enough. Then I saw that they posted some gameplay a couple days later and I watched that and I couldn't get enough of it. I was like, this game is the game right now on my list. It's at the top for sure. It's at the top of my list. Can't wait. But it looks incredible, man. Looks incredible.
So Atomic Heart is at the top, you say?
It's the top of my list for this year. Yes.
I was gonna say that's like one of the biggest takeaways I had from Gamescom is that we were finally starting to see stuff that actually looked current gen. Right, that actually looked like it was starting to push the hardware, which we've all been waiting for. And there was multiple games that you could see that in, but Atomic Heart definitely stood out as far as the details go. It's just such again, that's another weird game. When you watch it, you have no idea what is going on. But most people look at that and go, I want to find out what's going on, right? And there was so much action on the screen, and the gameplay had its Doom moments or its Quake moments where it was really extremely fast paced. You had the weapons, you had the abilities going off. Every enemy was very unique in that game. All the different environments that you were in were very unique as well. I mean, down to the details of when you're slashing some of the robots, you could see the gashes opening up in their metal, outside. That is just.
And from what I've read, it's an open world game.
Yeah. Which is going to be even.
Yeah,
man, this game really could be special. I hope they get this out this year. This could be the way to end 2022 with an Atomic Heart. If it takes until December, it takes until December. But that comes out dropping in Game Pass, big W.
Yeah, I want that in December for sure. But if they need more time with it, hey, take all the time you need.
Absolutely.
Get that game perfect. I don't want it to come out in a Saints Row shape or Cyberpunk, anything else. Like I'm tired of paying for bugs. Or just give us a good playing game, please.
By the way, I got to give a shout out to some of the guys throwing the super chats up and stuff like that. Drawn TJ says, even though the show isn't working on your end, I can still hear you guys. Keep it up. Great panel. This is going to be a bit. Hang on, is it going down again?
I don't see it going down.
Okay, well, Sony. He says Sony is going to be the next Sega. That's that's a fun opinion. He says, who is this? Jedi Knight Peter. Shout out to you. He says at the start of the generation, Xbox had no chance, and of course they were outperforming, or they had no chance of outselling the PS5. After the price hike, this could end the ABK deal. Yeah, he's saying they could have a chance at doing quite well, man. Appreciate you, brother. Boba Fett, he does say, what did he say? He said, would take a broken RDX over half the other. You're being a little savage, right? I do appreciate you, brother.
I like that. He'd rather listen to broken RDX than half the other podcasts out there. I'm with it.
Hey, shout out 100%. To Boba. Boba's awesome.
You're right too. RDX is awesome.
JD says $10 for the RDX Stream Repair Fund. Keep it going, guys. Thank you very much, man. We've also got Gang It in Denial. Shout out to you, brother. We've been talking on Xbox a lot over the past month. He says 5-hour show next week. Yeah, I doubt that. Assassin 89. He says, don't give up, fight, yes sir. And then we've also got Splendiferous, who does say 4-hour show next week. Damn. And then we've got Hargeet, who's awesome as always. He says to counter ABK, Sony bought a new studio, a savage move. PlayStation has acquired the following IP with this. None. Maybe better luck next time. Shout out to Hargeet. We've also got JD again. He says happy Tuesday. Time for some games. Xbox is still. What the hell is that? Was that
No,
behind?
that was my
I
dog.
thought that was
That was
behind
my
me. I was like,
dog
holy
shaking.
shit.
No, my dog was shaking his collar.
He says Xbox is still the cheaper, more powerful option with games everywhere. $15 a month. Shout out to you, brother. We've also got Gamer by Choice, who does say your show notes leaked. Yeah, we read that one. Sir X-Man, shout out to you. He says he might want to switch over to Streamlab. Super, do appreciate it, brother. Shout out to X-Man. We were in a party not long ago. It was a blast. Splendiferous, who does say Slim Ryan trigger. Okay, yeah, okay, we get it. Sony is shutting us down. Sony is shutting us down. Just wanted to get a few of those guys. Thank you very much. Anything else? Let me look at this. There are a few other things that I know that we do need to cover here, including an early leak of the Friends and Family Game Pass stuff. Now, I don't know if any of you guys saw anything about this. Game
No,
Pass,
I did
Friends
not.
and Family, Pongsol. What does it mean? What is it? And what are your thoughts?
Well, as has been talked about plenty, they are testing this in, I believe it's Colombia and Ireland right now. And there were some details, obviously, behind the scenes. An account got a hold of what is supposedly the graphics for this. Looks pretty real. I think Tom Warren also reported on it and confirmed that this was legit and that they are looking at keeping it at the $25 price point or close to when it does roll out. Look,
That's
this is
really
a game.
good.
This is a game changer. It really is. This is going to see Xbox take what they've been building all these years in Game Pass, in xCloud, and just everything that you get normally in Xbox Ultimate. Hey, listen, that's going to appeal to a ton of people. I just ignored that. Don't worry about it. It's going to appeal to a ton of people. It's going to make it that much easier to sell
Uh-oh.
consoles.
Oh, we're down.
Ah, shit.
Down, of course.
Why'd y'all jinx us with the whole it's fixed thing?
Zoka is a toddler.
Hey, it's back up already, though.
Yeah, we're back. We're
that-
back. We're back.
That was
Hey.
quick. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was really quick. Whatever you're doing behind the scenes, it's starting.
I'm just clicking on shit back here. Yeah, it's great. Fuck yeah.
Do your reset.
Turns out the whole reason the stream kept going down is because I kept clicking in stream. No, I mean, yeah, it's back up pretty quick, though. Pong, continue.
No, I'm just saying that overall, again, it's such an attractive price point for all the people out there who were looking for that family plan, and now they've just embraced the fact that they're going to allow friends into this as well, and including that in the name. I mean, again, when people start moving over from other consoles or making that decision when they're going to buy a current gen console, when they go into the store and they see the value and they finally understand what this actually means, that you can invite up to 5 people into this.
Well,
plan
that
and
would be
split it.
contingent upon the
Yeah, I know.
sellers talking about
I
it.
know this is good, and the marketing.
I thought he was trying to summon like a spirit or something just now.
No.
Yeah. So that's where it's going to hit. And again, when you couple that with potentially a 199 Series S, man, there's just no denying that people are going to make that move, or at least pick up a secondary console, right? For probably 3 of the kids. And with this price increase in some other parts of the world for PS5, look, that value just goes up even more when they walk into those stores and see it side by side, assuming the consoles are available.
100% right.
By the way, Jedi Knight Peter says he asked if the panel thought that the Xbox had outsold a PS5 this generation. I think that PlayStation's brand is extremely powerful. Just the name makes some of these guys on Twitter quiver. Picture that for a second. And I think that it's got so much power that it's going to make it competitive no matter how hard they fuck their own fans this generation. I think they're going to be probably the leader in more traditional means, where Microsoft are going to dominate in a more global way with their cloud infrastructure and the user base there. There's, they both have strengths, but I think Sony are making the wrong decisions right now. I think Xbox are doing things, and I think in a more pro-consumer way, and they're kind of got a bigger picture that they literally have the funds that only, you got to be $1 trillion company to build the shit they built with this infrastructure. Sony can afford this stuff, but I feel like Xbox would be like, here, use ours, fuck it. They wouldn't stop Sony from paying them to put something like PlayStation Now or PlayStation Premium 2.0 on their servers. It would be used the same way Xbox does it.
So what's the hell is going on with this Azure deal that they have with Microsoft? Why is this not happening?
The memorandum, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it was just it was just an intent, right? Memorandum. It wasn't really. I don't know, because somebody was saying that they were probably going to. It was just rumor or something that they might be looking into Amazon servers. So I don't know, but
So can Xbox outsell to PlayStation this generation?
No.
Chat, let us know in panel.
I don't think so. Look, do I think they could sell more than them in North America? Yes, I do believe
Yes.
that. I think that they can do that here for sure, especially with all the goodwill that Microsoft has built and all the bad will that Sony has built lately. Again, like we were talking about it earlier with the price hike and everything. I think that, yes, while I don't think that's going to hurt their sales too much in other countries and stuff where this is happening, I still think it's a black eye, and it's an even bigger black eye here in the States, only because I think people are going to see that and just, again, it's that bad will they're building. It's the fact that they're not bringing out IP, sequels to IP that people really want, PlayStation fans want, but they're talking more about bringing those into film and TV instead. I mean, they're talking about Bloodborne, Days Gone, making movies and TV shows. And it's like, wait a minute, what about the games though? And they're like, screw your games. And gamers don't like that. And so I don't know, man. It's kind of like, for me, Sony's kind of losing their way. And so, yeah, I don't know. I could see them in North America for sure. I could see Xbox surpassing them.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could see that.
It's possible. I'll say it's possible.
Well, I mean, I guess ultimately we will have to see. I know Tim's actually been here this whole time. I don't know if he's been on mute or what. And I thought he left until I looked at the...
I think he left, but I don't know.
Tim's a rough rider. That's what you guys don't know. He's a rough rider, and he's ride or die, except for most Tuesdays. But he was here, and now he's gone. And hopefully he's having a great dream right now. We do have a new trademark, Microsoft trademarking xCloud. Maybe they are making some changes to the xCloud brand here soon. There's also a big... was this... did you guys see this? I just saw a headline just now, actually. I missed this one. The Halo update that's supposed to be happening. Is there any news on that?
Yeah, I heard there was no Halo coming after this year, and they were just going to focus on a TV show. That's what I heard.
All right.
No. I don't know.
They're calling it Halo, the Yappening. What the fuck is that?
Happening? What the?
I don't even know. That's
It's
probably
some
some
kind of
bullshit.
seasonal. Some kind of seasonal.
Oh, it's actually
game.
fucking
Sounds
real?
like it.
Yeah, it's
The
real.
Yappening.
That's the worst fucking name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
So, Pong, what's the seasonal thing happening in
I
stuff?
didn't read the details on it because I saw the highlights, or I saw the headlines as well while I was at work. But Yap Yap was obviously in Halo Wars, so I'm assuming they're just using a portion of his name to create the seasonal. But I have no idea what the details are or what it's going to entail.
Like whoever comes up with puns and shit over there at 343, please stop. They say the event will go live September 6th, 2022. Of course, Yap Yap, the Destroyer, the character that was in Halo Wars 2. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Yap
that's
will be
backstory on
fully
Yap Yap
nude in the game. Yeah.
It's he will have his helmet on. Halo Infinite 343 Industries basically officially announced the Yappening, a new event coming to the game next week. So that's what they've been working on so hard.
So hardly hard on.
Wow.
Right? Oh, somebody said hard on.
Wow.
Hey, I mean, Pong, what do you think? I mean, I was at a party a day or two ago. I think it was with Jedi and the guys, and those guys play Halo Infinite quite a bit. I'm not playing Halo until the co-op's coming back, and then I got to reacclimate to the damn controls, and I'm going to try to get into the competitive side a little more. But those guys play the fuck out of Halo, and maybe it wasn't Jedi's party. It was somebody in that circle, though, and they were complaining that because the game has kind of fucked itself into a corner that we just don't see any daylight. Do you think that Halo will be something people run to more frequently sooner than later, Pong?
Depends when Forge comes out. I think they're resting their laurels on Forge. I think that's why you're seeing so much of it being promoted right now on Twitter and stuff, and they're allowing people to create all this crazy stuff. I think Forge has the potential to ultimately reshape what Halo.
I thought
Infinite
Forge
is
was
right now.
out. I thought it was
No.
out.
What?
No, they're only it's only in testing phase. Only certain people have
Oh,
access
because
to
I
it.
saw some creations that people were making and it looked
Yes.
cool.
Yes, it looks
Hmm.
amazing. I mean, somebody created the AT-ATs from Star Wars and put them in there. This
Oh,
Forge,
that's cool.
they are really giving a lot of the dev tools and putting them in the hands of users. And if it's anything like what these people are able to create right now, and this isn't the full version, they're getting piecemeal the version out. It looks like this is something where, I mean, we saw a lot from Forge in the past, but this time around, we're talking about whole new game modes. We're talking about everything
Yeah, I saw a
coming
bunch.
from the community, and I think that they're really going to lean heavily on the community, for a lot of content with this Forge. So I think that is the bright spot right now, depending on when they can get it out. Now, there's rumors they might not have it out when they thought they were going to have it out. It might be delayed again. So if that's the case, then yeah, it's going to be more wait and see, as people play Halo Infinite, sometimes, but other times, like you, dealer, like me, we've uninstalled it until co-op shows up. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I think it does have potential.
Well, let me give another shout out to Assassin89, man. He says Saints Row is the reason why he would never get mad. Get mad at a delay. That's a fact, man. That's a super fact. Only on Xbox. Shout out to you, brother. That's Jared. Shout out to him, man. I can talk to you in a second. He's a new channel member once more. Hargeet, he says, if Xbox sets the Series S cheap enough, since the PlayStation is putting their games on PC, he says, is it possible Xbox needs to buy maybe a publisher over there and in the Asian market to get games like that for their platforms, right? Yeah, I mean, Square Enix is even one that people have kind of talked about, right? But I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
What other publishers would there be? I mean, do they need to buy a publisher that makes games that appeal to more of the Asian markets? Do they need to get a publisher to kind of help dominate or at least to begin to infiltrate that market, Bonds?
Yeah, I would say something like FromSoft, where but yeah, good luck. I thought I heard that like the Japanese markets, you can't really buy the Japanese companies. American companies can't buy the Japanese companies or something. I heard that they don't allow that or something.
That's overblown. You can.
Really?
It's more difficult, but you can do it.
Let's go buy some, punk. So
yeah,
then,
let's do it.
I'll take 6.
I don't see.
You
I
pull
don't
out
see
your
why they're
checkbook,
not
brother.
doing it then, because there are games over there that are very popular to those other countries where PlayStation really reigns supreme. So I think that it would be something that would benefit Microsoft if they were to get something like a Square Enix or
there's a lot of people in the chat saying
FromSoft.
Sega.
Yeah,
Sega.
Sega's the easiest one.
The
It's the
problem with
easiest.
Sega, though, is it's more nostalgic titles that people are thinking about rather than new IP. I would rather have a company that would be creating some awesome new IP than getting.
Well,
Sonic
the thing
or,
is, though, like it's to help capture a market they don't currently have, and I new IP aren't necessarily going to do
Sega.
that.
I don't think Sega's going to do that. Really, I really don't.
Sega still has a big name over there, though, and it'd be an easy transition because of how close they've been for so long, and their management style is similar. And you get Atlas. Look,
Yeah,
you get
Atlas
the
is
PC.
You get
I
Atlas,
forgot
and you'll have
about Atlas.
100,000
You're right,
people
you're
that
right.
will buy the game on
And
Xbox.
You're right,
you get
Atlas.
Stop. Dealer, you have to cultivate a fan base, brother. Come on, man.
Duh, punk soul, but don't pretend like the audience in general is even really notable compared to most.
No, but it is still a big.
It is a
draw
thing.
over
Yes,
there.
you're right.
That's
And if
what
they
I'm
bought a
saying.
Teletubby
Yeah.
studio, then they'd have
But
20,000
you'd
more
also get
kids
the-
play the damn game on Xbox.
You'd
You know?
also get the PC side of things, which
Mhm.
we know they're big on. You get Total War, you get all of that
Yeah.
along with it as well. So Sega does make a lot of sense. Bandai Namco is my favorite.
Hey, this is what Hargy's
Bandai
saying in the chat.
Namco,
Hargy's
that's a
saying
good one.
Bandai or Koei.
Yep,
Yeah.
Bandai Namco, they are up and coming. They have
Bandai
turned
for
themselves
sure.
around. They've done awesome over there. Otherwise, you go outside of even Japan
This-
and you look to the new markets like Korea. Some of the best stuff that we're seeing right now is coming out of Korea, and that is the next big market right there. And again, much like the Western side of things, much easier to assimilate a studio from over there. Nexon, who actually started in Korea, now moved their headquarters to Japan. That's a double buy, and they had like 3 or 4 games at Gamescom, and some of it is very impressive stuff. So that'd be the only other thing I would suggest. But Bandai Namco is my favorite.
What do you mean? I heard there's a studio working on this game called Scalebound. I mean, they could pick them up.
Oh, stop it.
Platinum,
But,
I like Platinum, but
You do?
here nor there. Yeah.
Did you like their last game? Were you the
a lot
one
of
active
people-
user on the servers?
a lot of people like that, though. That's the thing.
God.
You know, we think more of the American market where, you know, as I was stating earlier, outside the American market, those other countries where, you know, PlayStation is dominating. It's because they have those types of relationships with those companies for those games and stuff. And I think that, you know, yes, Microsoft does need to build more relationships with those companies, or at the very least, you know, get one of those companies and bring them on board to Microsoft Studios and really produce some great stuff for people, even outside. If it's out, you know, their main audience is outside of the US, that's fine, but you need that for more sales, more engagement. Like, it's needed.
Well, RG Viper X, shout out to him, man. He has been a member for 3 months. Shout out to you, buddy. He says Microsoft should buy, and he's got a big list: Bandai Namco, Sega, Platinum Games, Konami, Crytek, CDPR, WB Games, and also Asobo. They should
Asobo,
just buy. I mean, I would totally understand Asobo, but I think they were just
Platinum-
didn't they sign a new contract with Amazon, or what they do? They did something. Focus Home Interactive. I'm thinking of. Never mind. All right.
Okay, but Platinum Games, I think they burned their bridge a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
no
think
Platinum Games.
No,
No Platinum Games, D-Batch, huh?
No. Crytek, you know how I feel about Crytek.
Yeah.
So yeah, buy them, buy all the developers that are there, the technology. I think it would help them going forward. Konami, I would say they got some really
Kojami?
good franchises, man. The rest on that list, I can pass.
Yeah. Well, you know, speaking of a list, I want to rattle these off real quick. We talked about this, or tried to rather, last week. We had a ton of technical issues. If you didn't know, we just now kind of, the show was fucked. Just check out the replay for all that. But we did talk about some things about Gamescom last week that didn't really make the air. They did show off the High on Life stuff, the Lisa P and Game Pass day and date, Age of Empires DLC expansion, while not announcing Age of Empires for console. My Xbox, we need that shit for console. They showed off some Gotham Knights. They showed off Kojima's new fucking podcast. He got a new podcast. And then we've got Park Beyond concept car. Wow, the fucking Mini Cooper concept car. The ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, next, and then we got Blacktail. We've got Dark Tide. They showed off. It will be on PC this year, Xbox next year. The Outlast trial. They also talked about Dead Island 2. Yes, there's an actual Dead Island 2. It will be releasing.
That looks really good, though.
Are you sure?
I thought that one looks pretty good.
Yes.
Well, you can find out on February 3rd because it's coming out next year. They also unveiled a new PlayStation Elite controller. Cool.
The Edge. Yeah.
We're calling it the PlayStation Elite controller. Because that's what it is.
You know what's interesting about the PlayStation Elite controller, that Edge, is the fact that they never mention anything, even in the marketing, nothing about the battery. So you're going to get shit battery life.
Yep, for sure. Facts.
The Elite has a 40-hour battery life. If they don't try to compete on that front.
No, they're not. They're not.
And this is first party, right? Made by Sony.
Yeah, I think it's the same exact battery they have in the PlayStation 5 controller.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yep. So 2 hours with all the
but you know, hey,
feedbacks,
feel free to
kids.
clip funds and if it's not true. And then we've also got Callisto Protocol they showed, right? Which I don't know why the fuck they killed this enemies in the same way 4 times and stuff like that. They could have did a better job there. They announced the new Lords of the Fallen. It's basically a redo. And then they announced Dune Awakening, as well as Hogwarts Legacy gameplay trailers.
Real quick with Callisto, though, the trailer was poor, but a couple days later they did a deeper dive, and it was much better with the gameplay.
Yeah, I did see that.
I'm not going to... Oh, I think the stream's going down. Hang on. Hang on. No, it was just buffering on my side. Okay. Yeah, you know, all kinds of fuckery going on. So I'm not concerned about Callisto Protocol not being at least worth playing. Like, I just think it was dumb to show off a game a certain way.
Yeah. They did the same thing to that freaking High on Life game. It was, the way they showed that with the boss fight, it was so boring.
Let us know, chat, if you, I mean, again, I'm getting High on Life, I'm getting Callisto Protocol. They didn't discourage me. I'm just saying, as somebody who worked on something for years and years and years, I would maybe show it off a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't High on Life in Game Pass, though?
Yep.
so I'll be playing.
They sold me on Harry Potter though. I was impressed with what I saw. I actually.
What if I told you PlayStation has an exclusive quest like it's 2012?
Abracadabra. Yeah. What's up with that exclusive quest?
Is that a real thing, or you just?
Yes, it's a real thing.
It's a real
That's
thing.
why they had to raise the
Oh my
prices.
God.
They
That's why
said,
they had to
"Fuck,
raise
we
the
need to get an
prices.
exclusive quest in Harry Potter now," and they bought that
Price
bitch for $7.18.
That's so
Probably some stupid fetch quest. Who cares?
It could probably be the best quest in the game.
Yeah,
chat.
what if it is? It's like the best thing in the game. You don't even get to experience it. It's like you fight this huge dragon. It's just cool. It's like the best boss fight ever.
To me, that's just exploiting. See, like if you're a hardcore Harry Potter fan, and there are some hardcore Harry Potter fans,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of forced to get that now for that stupid mission. You're sold this pot of gold. You know what I'm saying? You get
That's
it,
how a
and
lot
it's
of people
like
felt about
a 2-minute
Destiny.
mission.
That's how a lot of people felt about Destiny on the Xbox. They were getting the shaft.
Okay.
Like, stop with that. Like, cosmetic stuff, I don't care, sure, but something that's actually gameplay or the experience related.
No,
I
back
don't
in
think it should be
back in
exclusive
the
to
day,
any
there was
platform.
exclusive.
You just kicked D-Batch off his little shoebox he was on when he was talking.
No, there was exclusive. Little not raids, but whatever they call it, strikes for PlayStation.
Well, this is
Yeah, I remember
exclusive
that.
Dragon Boss in Harry Potter.
For like 2 years, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I
So-
don't know. I don't like this practice. It's stupid. I didn't like it then. I think it's fucked up now. This kind of shit needs to die. Sony paying for extra, levels and stuff in the game. Just stop, Sony. It's so anti-consumer. It's just fucked to the rest of the people out there that want to play the full game, especially if they only own an Xbox or a PC. Like, fuck you.
It shows me that they're scared to compete the right way. That they got to take any type of backdoor shortcut, to get to their bottom line. They don't care. They're just
Pong, I would like to apologize. These toxic fucks. I don't know what's gotten into them personally.
No, I agree.
I don't know. They do have an exclusive quest. I don't give a fuck, honestly. Everyone does this shit.
No, but
If they want to waste fucking thousands of dollars, tens of thousands probably, if not more, on a fucking exclusive quest.
Yeah.
Is there something stupid about it? Yeah, it's really fucking dumb. But at the same time, it's like they paid for it, I guess. They got the exclusive quest where you rescue the bunny
you know
rabbit.
what? You paid for it. Okay, fuck you. Like, seriously. Like, that's ridiculous,
I know,
though.
you're really wanting this quest, aren't you?
No, I don't even want to play Harry Potter, okay? It's not even my jam, but I know a lot of other people that are upset by this, that only own an Xbox. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Why do they get an extra quest? Yes, there's people that don't like this. Nobody should like this. Matter of fact, anybody out there who defends something like this is a fucking moron. It's a third-party, developer. We should not have games have special things for certain platforms. Like, it's dumb. It's freaking dumb.
You remember when
I don't
Nintendo
like
got the green blood in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
blasphemous.
No. But this is just terrible. It's not a good look for Sony to do these kind of things. It's not a good look for anybody. If Microsoft does this with even, anything with the Activision deal with Call of Duty, we have special guns over here, or we have special equipment over here that you can't get on PlayStation, that's fucked up. That's not a good move. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I thought the article headline was perfect. Sony have an exclusive mission in Harry Potter like it's 2012 or whatever it said. Like, it's kind of a weird practice that they're still going. They're not only going all out to lock down, external titles because they got to fill in the gap before their own get here, right? There's something that Xbox didn't. Yeah, they're doing it, but they're not really doing it with as high a profile titles. I'll say right now, they're spending money everywhere, man. Even on exclusive fucking quests. It's kind of weird.
Shows you how tone deaf they've been, and they're still. They don't know how to read a room. They don't know how to look at the industry and go, "Hey, what's going on out there? Oh, fuck it. Let's be 2006 again. Let's just bring back some shitty practices, and it's just crap, man. This kind of
holding
stuff.
on to the old ways, Fonz. That's all they're doing.
and it's
holding on
not
to the old
right.
ways.
It's really. It's ridiculous. And some people will say, "Well, what does it matter to you? Because you don't want to even play Hogwarts." It's because it's shitty. I don't have to fucking want to play something and know that something is shitty. Okay. A business practice being real fucked up to people. Like I could speak on it because look, I'm a consumer at the end of the day. I don't like this type of shit. And this could happen to something that I want to play. So yeah, it's fucked. It's not a good thing. Sorry for saying fuck so much, but hey, we say fuck here.
It's okay. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot over a DLC quest. I didn't know you were this fired up about this, Fonz.
No, it's the business practice. It's the shitty business practice I hate. I've always been that, like that. Fucking this anti-consumer bullshit that these companies do. I just fucking hate it. And it's stupid. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy Hogwarts on your PlayStations and your shitty little quest you get. I hope it's the shittiest quest ever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed on Xbox, and yeah, let's all wish it to be a shitty fucking
It's like,
quest.
hey, go outside and pick up the Rachni shit off the ground. We're gonna make some potions. Like, what kind of quest? I wonder, chat. Let us know. By the way, John TJ says if you want to get the casual players, Microsoft should go for Certain Affinity, Asobo, IO Interactive, EA, Avalanche. No commas here, John TJ. Damn, he says Avalanche and CD Projekt Red. And, of course, Valve and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff, man. Highlander, by the way, says Konami makes medical equipment. They do?
I don't know anything about that.
They also, medical equipment and pachinko machines. Bandai Namco.
Oh, yeah, the pachinko machines I do know about, yeah.
He says Bandai Namco are the largest toy manufacturer in the world. I did not know that, Highlander. I did not know that. Thank you very much. We've also got one from Shooter, by the way. He says, good day, dealer, D-Batch, Fonzarelli, and Pong Soul, and chat. Tim Dog was here. He's not now. Hargeet, by the way, he says, DualSense Edge, twice the features, half the battery life.
Yeah, more gimmicks and features. Yeah, your battery
inflation
life
adjusted $300. How much are they going to charge for that controller?
Oh, it's probably going to be like $250. $250, I would say.
And the Elite 2 is $180 new, right? Is that what the price is?
Sony's greedy. It's over $200.
170, I think, right? 169. Yeah, I got something like
that. How come none of us remember how much the Elite is? I think it's $180 new.
I've never bought it. So.
Yeah, I've never bought one either.
I can't afford it. I always played it with the packing controllers
in Canada,
they
so
die.
I think it's about 180 in the States. Sure.
JD, by the way, JD has an insider scoop. He learned it from someone very special. He says, tomorrow Sony announced Harry Potter will be sold at $80 because making games, it's just too expensive. Oh, and exclusive Quest. Yes, they'll announce all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hargeet, by the way, says...
for a Quest.
Hargeet, by the way, says the Microsoft answer to Sony getting exclusive content in Harry Potter. Phil comes out. We are announcing the acquisition of Warner Discovery. That might do it. Maybe. Mm-hmm. And then Hargeet says the exclusive quest is to make a potion that makes Sony more consumer friendly. I doubt you'll get that on the PlayStation.
It's a potion to make them more money, apparently.
Yeah. It's a print money potion.
Bigger question, Fonz, is with all this stuff going on, what's the VR2 going to cost?
Oh, that's going to be an arm and a leg, people.
I
line up for that one now.
Boba said that Elite controller is going to be $225.
It's going to be $400 for that PSVR 2. Mark my words. At least
I think $5. I think it's $5.
Yeah, at least $4. At least $4 to $5. Yeah.
$399, $499 for sure. But I will say, although it is pricey, for what you're getting in that device, it's actually not a bad price. It's when it comes out, it will be one of the most advanced VR headsets. So
it's not a bad price until you add in that you need a PS5 as well, and that'll cost you another $600. And then,
but to be fair, on the
$1,000 there, bud.
On the PC too, you need a PC, which is an additional cost. Then you need to get the VR headset. So
yeah, you can't really price all that separately like that.
Yeah. I think for the niche that it is, I think the price is good, and if they can support the games. Listen, if anybody can make VR popular, it's Sony. So I'm rooting for them. So let's see how it plays out.
Well, you know what? I'm rooting for the chat and just saying that you guys are awesome. And thanks for showing up. I honestly don't know how we even almost hit 1,000 tonight with all the bullshit and 55-minute wait it was before the show started because of the technical issues and all the bullshit and the show going down multiple times. It just speaks to how awesome you guys are. Seriously, I try not to underestimate that. But yeah, we're going to end the damn show because I told these guys I wouldn't run it long, and I lied by 17 minutes.
You liar.
But that's only because we started 55 minutes late, in my defense, you know. So, but seriously, though, thank you guys for showing up and tuning in and letting us know your thoughts. It's always great to communicate with you guys in the chat and to hear your thoughts. It was really down after the last show because it's something's missing when you don't get to actually do a show. Something's just off. So again, just thanks a lot. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, in the chat, and if you got any suggestions for additional help. It stopped going down towards the end after I did change the GPU scheduler up. I don't know, though. It's kind of a weird coincidence. So we'll try to do the closest to this type of testing again and see what's up. Now I don't know, so much shit, and you just got to learn about this shit. But follow these guys that are here on the panel, and shout out to Pong for joining. Pong, tell people what you've been playing, buddy, and where can people find you?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, first of all, like Dealer just said, chat, you all are amazing. No matter what shows you watch, you're all amazing for coming out and supporting us. So appreciate it. And Dealer, man, I just appreciate the invite coming back on here, man. I love hanging with you guys, obviously. So much respect, man. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Of course, man.
Community. So, no, thank you. Hey, I've been playing, believe it or not, Battlefield 2042. A lot of it. Absolutely back on track again. Fantastic. Me and Mav, shout out to Fun Speculation, been playing a ton. We played for 9 hours straight over the weekend. And it is much better of experience. And I've also been diving into Soul Hackers 2. Yes, I am one of the 100,000 people that bought it on Xbox, as Dealer said. So Atlas, I've been waiting them forever to come to Xbox. So I'm definitely loving Soul Hackers 2. But both of those have been having a great time with. Otherwise, short version outro here for RDX. You can find me Pong Soul on Xbox, Pong Soul on Twitter. You can find me on Fun Speculations channel every Thursday night, PM in the PM, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Time. Xbox Ultimate also on Fun Speculations channel on Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time, 3 p.m. UK time. Buckle up. It's always 3+ hours every Saturday morning. We've been going for 4, me and my brother from another steel. So be there on Saturday. And then Saturday nights, the Shop Podcast over on PTK Blam's channel, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time. And then I'm still a part of Xbox Factor Podcast, and I'll be there next Tuesday, but it's hit or miss because real life has just gotten ridiculous. But you got to check out Double Barrel Gaming, Mr. Boomstick. You guys all know it. 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock Central Time every Tuesday on Xbox Factor Podcast. Otherwise, it's the golden age of gaming, people. Get out there. Play what you love what you play, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Thanks.
I know we teased you about the 1,000 outro thingy or whatever, but no, you have every right to put everything out there, and of course we expect you to do that. We want you to do that because people should follow you on Twitter. They should follow you on Living Split Screen. I check you guys out in the morning. I usually end up watching podcasts from people who are on during times where I'm actually on, like on YouTube or just chilling or whatever. You guys hit the perfect time because I'm up and I'm tuning in a lot of different times. I like some of the ideas you guys have with the layout and stuff. Except for I did almost die because of all the split screen action going on. But once you get used to it, man, it's a really cool concept. I like that. But thanks for joining us, Pong. Seriously, you're a good guy. We've also got Fonzarelli, brother. This week the show had some kind of STD or something, but it kind of went away at the end. What have you been playing? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I've been playing that little trash-ass game called Saints Row, little piece of shit game. I don't recommend anybody buy it at this point. Wait for, some bug fixes at the very least. I'd say wait for a sale too. I don't think it's worth $60. I really don't. If you want to play a game that brings you back to 2007, pick it up.
That shit fire.
I've been playing that and also playing the game of life. Still at it with my voice acting classes and having a good time with that. That's been real fun auditioning for parts and stuff. So I'm trying to break in.
I just want to give you guys a little heads up though on what Fonz is actually. He got the role in some hentai.
Yes, I am the tentacle.
So good.
I am a tentacle. No.
Yeah. Well,
No, but I'm having a good time with that, and I'm also having a good time with my show every week, Games Talk Live on Sundays, 2 p.m. West Coast time, and 5 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, this week I'll be on there with a couple of people that I just kind of found on YouTube. They were just roaming around, homeless. They needed a place. I said, yeah, you can stay at my place for a while. So they'll be on with me on Sunday. It's just some people that you guys haven't heard of. I'm looking outside of the community for people to bring on because people want to see fresh faces, hear fresh voices, and yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll be having some fun Sunday.
Hey, we've also got D Batch. Welcome. We missed you last week, buddy. What have you been playing, and where can people find you?
I've been playing absolutely nothing. August is the time of year there's a lot of trade shows, so I got to set up a lot of displays and stuff, and then spend a lot of time with the family. We got some electric bikes and electric scooters, and we just been riding down by the lake and just doing outdoor stuff. So I kind of plugged myself out of the grid, I took myself out the matrix. But I'm slowly getting back into things. I recently got a Galaxy Z Flip phone and some of the Galaxy devices. So I did an unboxing. It's on my channel that you can find at dbatch on YouTube. Of course, you guys can find me at d_batch on Twitter. I'm slowly going to get back into doing content again. I think tomorrow I have a comparison of the Galaxy Z Flip 3 and the Galaxy Flip 4 cameras. So look out for that. And oh, yeah, I also did an AMD live stream yesterday. AMD revealed some new products, some new CPUs that are coming out in September. I believe September 27th they come out. And they also gave us a teaser of the new RDNA 3 GPU. So there's some interesting stuff you can watch on my channel. And sorry for you guys that do follow my channel. I know it's been kind of scarce this summer. Like I said, I just plugged myself out the grid and just enjoyed the summer. So we'll be back to normal soon. It was great being back on the show with you guys today. Thanks for coming on, Pong. And I'll see you guys next week.
Ooh-wee. I would outro Tim, but he outroed himself. And of course, you guys, again, if you have any suggestions for the connection stuff, which again, oddly enough, it stopped right around the time where we're like, fuck it, right? So kind of weird. Just let me know if you guys have any suggestions or any fixes or any ideas in the comments. I won't probably, see them here in the live chat comment, so I can go back to them and find those easily. And of course, let us know your thoughts on the topics we did cover. We started almost an hour late. We had a lot of issues, multiple issues tonight, but the back half, I got to say, went pretty damn smooth, I think. So hopefully that GPU scheduler bug apparently is an issue in Windows 10, and that could be causing it, according to OBS's help section. So maybe that's what it was. There was an update, it fucked something up, and didn't know anything about it until now, which was kind of good. In this show, I was able to look and test in real time and do things in real time. So again, let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Check out my last video. Follow me on Twitter at dealer_gaming, where I am now active. And, of course, Xbox Live. Most importantly, and a lot of people think I'm bullshitting them, but you can ask